What's up, everybody? Time for a Q&A no one asked for. You know who I am. So, let's get started. I'm going to start with updates for the show. Again, it's going to stay every other Wednesday. Maybe a bit delayed. May end up being on Thursdays. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario. But it's going to be every other Wednesday, and this Wednesday we'll be uploading another episode. So, tune into that. You know our SoundCloud. Sorry, I gotta have my... If you listen to the new episode, you know I have a problem. Alrighty. So, Area 51. I've been asked, why do aliens annoy me? It's not the fact that aliens annoy me, it's the kind of people that... The stereotype that goes with believing in aliens. In this case, there's a lot of people like that, and they tend to be the kind of, they're like, I'm not going to try to get political, but they're like right-wing people. They just yell, and if it goes against what they think, then they don't really listen, they just get angrier. It's that kind of thing. I'm a kind of person that I like to look at the facts. I will listen to opposing viewpoints and be open to different ideologies. I'm not going to yell and stick with what I know, because that's how am I going to grow? How am I going to find the truth? The truth is all relative. But anyway, a lot of people have asked, going to Area 51. No, I have a job at a hospital. I have a real job. I consider this not a job, but more of a passion thing, like a hobby. And, it doesn't really make me money yet. One day, hopefully it will. It doesn't, so for now, job comes first. I'm not going to go out. Plus, if you had listened to the new episode, I'm not storming a military base. They can get you all. They can. And especially if they have alien technology, then you fricked. Trying to keep it PG. A lot of y'all seem to be more interested in aliens, and that's not what this channel is really about. I've included aliens in a lot of things, like our first animated commercial short and stuff like that, but that's mostly because that's what people think when you say paranormal, and it's more of an attention grabber. I'm not really covering... There's not really much to cover, except for vague accusations of was there aliens, was there not aliens. But there's a lot more evidence or cases about creatures such as the... this brings me to a fun thing. I don't know if I've covered this yet, because it's been a while since I've started the show. And I have a lot of other things on my mind. But there's the Wendigo, and there's this ranch that is apparently owned by the government. I want to say around Oregon. That Wendigos have been seen. It's very a lot of paranormal activity. You have to get permission by the government to get there. It sounds great. I'd be into it. Which reminds me, I'm going to show you this book I got that I read from in the last episode. I think it's a very interesting read. I'd recommend buying it. Oh, it's right where I left it, right by the chair. I didn't even have to get up. Oh, excuse me. It's The Cursed Atlas. The Atlas of Cursed Places by Olivier Le Carrère. It's really good. It's got maps in it. It's kind of like a textbook, but not, because it's got a narrative to it, not just facts. It's a good read. I enjoy it. If I were you, I'd get it. I got it at a comic book shop at the Quincy Market in Boston, but I'm sure you could find it online. It's a really good read. And I referenced the other book in my last episode. The citation is in the description. You can probably find that on Amazon too. But no one asks, so I'm just really into books. Who would have guessed? What else? Remember, we have an email. You can send stories or just comments or on what you want to hear, liferlegend@gmail.com, legend ending in 2 Ds, because I originally had liferlegend@gmail.com with just 1 D. 1 D. But, I'm not good at remembering passwords, so, yeah. Let's see, there's a lot of places I keep getting feedback about this. You want more vampires from around the world kind of things. I will put that on my list. That is on top priority because that seems to statistically go over pretty well with y'all. And if that's what you want to hear, that's what you want to hear. I'll give it what you want, but stick to... I'll give you what you want, but again, I'm going to stick to the narrative format I like. Again, I like to stick to picking things apart, picking theories apart, but that doesn't seem to go over well, so I will give you the kind of episodes you want, but again, I still want to keep this true to what this originally was supposed to be, and that's supposed to be a research channel. I like doing research. I like writing about research. That's what this channel is meant to be. It's supposed to be a little fun and serious at the same time. It's only been about it's been over a year, so we're taking baby steps. We're still trying to find our way. Also, several people. Yes, I know I look like Harry Potter. Yes, I know I look like Dip Membrane. The aliens don't really help my point. Or the ghost hunting doesn't really help my point. I get it. That's kind of... I get it. I literally have a Dib Membrane shirt because I heard this so much. Also, I keep getting more requests about the Annabelle doll. I don't really have time to go down there again. I don't have access to that, and I don't have any of the It is hard to get in touch with them, because their emails, they do not really respond a lot to. And with the reconstruction of the place, and the limited tours to college students, it's hard to get in. I don't have time at the moment to go back down to Connecticut. I've been busy. My car is kind of in the shop right now. That's a whole can of worms we ain't gonna open. But if I can't, I would love to. I would. But another topic I'm hoping to get on is cult leaders, because the Anne Hamilton burn, I realized a lot of people didn't know who she was and that she died recently, and that's a more recent cult. And I got this book again, been reading. I referenced it in the cult episode, the Zealot book. Very good. Love the audiobook. It's good to fall asleep to. I can't fall asleep unless I'm being told a story, so podcasts, like the No Sleep podcast, highly recommend that, and audiobooks such as that, with very good narratives, and slight sarcasm, which Zealot is full of that. Really good, and it helps you learn a lot. Because I turned in my paper to my professor, he's like, wow, I didn't know who she was until this paper. So, there's a lot of cults apparently people don't know of. Fun fact, stop saying, ooh, drink the Kool-Aid, or like cults with Kool-Aid. It's not Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid stole it. It was originally Flavor Aid. Look it up. Flavor Aid don't roll off the tongue. Also, I bet them stockholders in that company rolling when they heard that Kool-Aid got that. What else? More ghost investigations. Again, not a lot of time, and I do not like doing those on my own, mostly because if one person, gets scared and goes on their own, kind of like confirmation bias, and you see, which, speaking of which, some of you have noticed, I've noticed that one of the things they tell you in ghost hunting books to see a ghost is you'll most likely see one, or one will come to you, if you openly want to see one. And I feel like that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because you'll be wanting to see it. You'll be more susceptible to thinking that shadows or certain things are there. You see things that aren't there. Like, your mind, you willingly let your mind play tricks on you. Whereas if you go with a logistical mindset, you're less likely to see something because you're not open to, you see what I'm saying. But anyway, moving on. Oh, ghost hunting. I don't like going alone because that's one of the reasons. Plus, I have anxiety. Yeah. So going somewhere without someone to help keep me grounded, it kind of it lets my mind run, and I like to have my mind grounded so I can look at something logistically. Plus, I need someone there to run the tech. I can do it, but it's better to have someone with you. That way, if something goes wrong, because we have had several instances where there were like little homeless camps there. Thank God no one was there. We didn't disturb anyone. We didn't get hurt. But it's better to go with a partner. So, and our work schedules don't line up exactly right now. So ghost hunting is kind of maybe, it's going to be on hold. Plus, there's not a lot of places that you can get into legally. There's a lot of places that you can't get into legally, and again, jobs don't line up right now, so that's going to be on hold. Second, so yeah, no ghost hunting, no big trips for the time being, so that's going to be put on hold. We're going to be sticking to like the vampire stuff you wanted, folklore from around the world. We're going to be sticking to the kind of stuff you guys want, as well as picking apart theories. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe it's because my desk is a giant map, and I'm pointing to all the people done with my bullcrap, and that's everyone on this map. Alright, for those of you who are curious, I just dyed my partner's hair, so I got black hair dye on me. Sorry, I thought by now there would be people asking questions, but I needed to do a video to update y'all anyway, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the awkward pauses. Some of the best conversations come from awkward silence. So yeah, I switched up jobs. I'm working at a hospital now, more hours, so it's going to be less time to go out and do actual investigations. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of investigations, we do investigations. You can schedule it with us, whether it be through Messenger or our email. We do not charge for the investigation itself. We charge for room, board, and travel expenses like gas money, which at the moment not going to be easy to do because, again, my car is in the shop. So we'd have to schedule a bit ways out, but if you want to do an investigation, contact us. We'll sort out the details. The investigation, again, itself is free, but we charge for rooms, like if we have to stay in a hotel, because most likely it's either going to be several days, or we go from the afternoon, have to stay the night, and then we start fresh in the morning, so if it's far away from where we are, there's most likely going to be a hotel room involved. We are not going to gouge you for money, though. We will try to find the cheapest room possible and then charge you for that. So, because I'm a penny pincher, so I'm most likely going to look for the cheapest room that's not a crack den filled with bed bugs, and we'll charge you for that. We may also charge you for the food we have to eat while there, but most likely we'll pack our own food. But we are also open to staying at said house if we need to do an overnight investigation. But most likely, like if something only happens at night, yes, we will be open to doing that. Excuse me. But again, we only charge for gas money and room and board. The investigation itself is free. That's on us. We do it for the experience. We do it to help people out. We also have we have had several people lined up, but we've again had them last minute cancel on us, which is why we do not say names unless you give us permission. We would just vaguely talk about a case because it's for learning purposes for other people. So we have which by the way, I never got my anointing oil, which I'm kind of pissed about. Like they said it was delivered. I never got it. But I don't like confrontation that much with living people. So, I have my holy water, which I've posted pictures of. I can always post more pictures. But, so we've got that, supplies. We do charge for supplies sometimes if it's more than, let's say, like $20 for something and it's needed for said thing. So, if something's overly expensive, we'll charge you for maybe part of it, not the whole thing. It all depends. It's situational. Message us. We've posted on job boards, which people seem, I understand, is for people who will want to apply to jobs, but I don't know how to post it to be, hey, hire us for this. So I put it in the job. I'm not tech savvy when it comes to Facebook. Facebook keeps changing. I've also been asked, am I an animator or cartoonist or something? I draw for fun. I've never been paid or... Well, I have... When I was younger, I got paid to do drawings for my friends, but that was like $1 to do a doodle during lunch, but that does not count. I have a Fiverr I don't really check, because I know no one's going to pay me for my art. I do draw. It's mostly for fun. It's not a career for me. Not for me. I do it for fun. So, if anyone wants to contact me about drawing, I'd prefer you not do it through this page, but if you have to, go ahead. You can always message me on my Facebook page. But that I'm just throwing out there because I've had several people ask about, ooh, am I an animating YouTube channel? Or, no, I do animations for fun at 3 in the morning when I can't sleep. Or I've had too much of these because I tend to drink a lot of these and I can't sleep and animate. There's really not much else to say because no one's really popped up with other questions. So stay tuned. If you have any questions after this live stream goes down, let me know. Well, I'm just checking the time. Oh, it's 16. Okay, so this has been a good 16 minutes. If you have any other questions for me and because you missed this live stream, again, you can comment below, message us through Facebook, or if you want to send you can message us through Gmail, liferegend@gmail.com, legend ending in 2 Ds. I hate that I memorized that so much I can say it fast. Alright, well, that's going to be it. There's not much else to update about, and I'll see you guys around. Tune in Wednesday for the next episode. Keep your minds curious and open.